Welcome to Tactical Talk. This is Zain Khan. Today the topic of our show is Turkey-Europe controversy. The guest of our show is Bilal Sambur, a Turkish journalist and also a senior geopolitical commentator and author. Welcome to our show, Bilal Sambur. This is Zain Khan. It's a pleasure to have you on Tactical Talk.
Thank you.
Let's get to the first question. Turkish-Dutch relations have hit a new low over rigid actions taken by Dutch authorities against senior Turkish government officials. Where do you see the standoff heading towards?
In order to understand the recent crisis between Turkey and Netherlands and Germany, we have to understand the nature of Turkey-EU relations. Basically, Turkish state officially and strategically understand EU membership for Turkey is something central and something vital. But in recent years, some negative development happened. As a result of this negative development, Turkey start to believe that Europe is never going to accept Turkey as a full member of EU. As a result of that, Turkish government start to criticize some policy of EU. For example, Turkey start to say some of European countries support some terrorist organizations like PKK, like DHKPC, this is leftist organization. Turkey is not happy about that. Turkey is not happy about, the rise of Islamophobia in Europe, and also Turkey is not happy about the propaganda against our president and our government, which is widely influential which is widely effective in many European countries. So Turkey tried to calm down the relation between two sides, but unfortunately, Turkey always received negative response from Netherlands, from Germany, and other European countries. And of course, all these problems, I believe that all this problem will lead the current tension potentially turn into an international crisis. So the future of EU and Turkey relation is not going to be easy. It is going to be full of crisis and full of tensions.
Turkey is expected to hold a referendum next month over constitutional reforms that would make the presidency all-powerful. Since some EU states have serious reservations on this matter, do you believe that with the president having absolute control over state affairs, Turkey would be able to get through its regional geostrategic objective?
Well, traditionally, in Turkey, we have a big state crisis, we call it. Because Prime Minister represent one side of power and President represent one side of another power. So both these power centers generally clash with each other. The objective of this constitutional change is to unify this power and make it Turkey governed from through a single unity power center. So that does not mean that after referendum, Turkey is going to be run by a dictatorship regime. But unfortunately, there is a propaganda in Europe and other parts of the world. Many people, they say that Erdogan and AKP, they want to set up a dictatorship. This is simply a propaganda. There is nothing truth behind this propaganda. And of course, we could say that when Turkey has effective government and political system, we believe that Turkey will solve its internal and external problem more effectively and fastly.
Bilal, let's get to the last question. The top EU court has banned hijab from workplace in EU member states. Is this not against human rights and even the norms of secularism, which doesn't allow the state to interfere in religious matters?
Well, first of all, hijab issue is a very old and critical issue in Europe, especially hijab issue. Has been debated in France intensively, and the recent development is really alarming development, because one of the value of European Union is freedom of religion and freedom of conscience. Freedom of religion and freedom of conscience requires that everyone has the right to live according to one's religion, one beliefs, and one philosophy. And they have also the right to express their religious lifestyle in public places, and they have the right to get their religious education as well. And obviously, this recent court decision is not only against secularism, it is also against the principle of freedom of religion and freedom of conscience. And I think freedom of religion requires also social pluralism. But this court decision doesn't recognize religious pluralism and impose its will on especially on Muslim population of Europe, which is clearly against freedom of religion, neutrality of state, and liberal understanding of secularism.
Thank you so much, Bilal Sambur, for being on Tactical Talk. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
This was Bilal Sambur, a Turkish journalist and also an author and writer. We were discussing the Europe-Turkish controversy. Until the next episode of Tactical Talk, this is Ann Khan. Take care and goodbye.